It took a L to keep you humble, humble. All that money start coming in late.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Bulls, next on Madden Football.
Let's go! This is our time! Our time!
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Woo! Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On second down, Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, Boston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Boston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Boston. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Boston. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rose. It'll be a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Boston. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rose. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Boston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hartman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Boston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Boston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Off the play fake. Boston. Over the middle, complete. That's Rose. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll run on 1st down. Rose. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
2nd down and 3.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Boston. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Boston. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steamers have moved out in front.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's the way to finish.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after here coming up. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now. Gibson, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Boston. He wants it all for the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bulls are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That time a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Boston. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Rose. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Boston. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and long. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. The Cowboys have pretty well resigned themselves to a postseason without football, but they are able to up their record to 4-8 with the win. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans want to throw their hat in the ring as Super Bowl contenders as they up their mark to 8-4 on the year. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, on the other side, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down. Boston, and Lewis has it, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Boston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Boston, he finds his man, complete. That's Rose. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Boston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, Boston. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Rose. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. They give him 40 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Boston. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston, that's caught at the 1. Touchdown!
Give me the ball.
A great effort there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steamers are able to add on to that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Go, let's go!
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over. and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, Boston. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Boston. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hartman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try the left side. It's Rose, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good boys came out the clouds. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
A 7-yard gain on play.
On 3rd down, it's Rose. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Rose. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Complete. This is Lewis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Boston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Bulls have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down. Rose, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Rose. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose, down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. It's Rose, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, it's Rose. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 154 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.